Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugget, the fittest underdog guru that uses intelligent tactics. Okay guys, today I want to ask you a question. Are you an observer or are you a participant in life? So, it's easy to get caught up, believe me. I am a YouTube Premium subscriber and I love a lot of my infotainment, my downtime, and even my research in regards to my business or even personal interests. I, over the years, have fallen in love with YouTube, and I love the premium subscription because I can consume a lot of content without ads or anything like that. So, for $12 or whatever it is a month, I find it to be an awesome expense, right? Or investment. So what I mean by, are you an observer or are you a participant? It's easy to get caught up, myself included, where you have, hesitations before you do things, before you pull the trigger, either on making a lifestyle change or professional change or growth or what have you. And I think it's really easy in this day and age to just get complacent and not take those steps that you need to take to better yourself, to improve your life, to be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. There's something to be said for the comfort zone and finding a place of balance where you're not always, overstressed or freaked out about things, or always, on hyperactive mode. Where, we need a little bit of downtime. You need to rest, you need your escapism, you need your, your laughs, your whatever, the things that just make you feel okay again, to recharge the battery. And sometimes, with work, with everything else, you can go into autopilot. And there's a difference between observing and charging the battery, or pulling back, like on a pinball machine, pulling back and releasing to really get, a good hard shot at the ball, and just, sitting back and always, analysis paralysis, where you just don't do anything because of either fear of failure or because, well, I don't want to rock the boat, things are fine the way they are. But what tends to happen is if we do that too long, we end up just getting complacent, and it's no longer a comfort zone with the intention of recharging. It becomes your safe space, or your, you kind of get a scarcity mindset where you don't want to rock the boat. You're not really happy, but you're just kind of going through the paces. And so there's a balance with, are you observing or are you actually participating? And you've got to get rid of that fear of failure, that fear that, if you rock the boat and you take a chance that you're not going to be able to recover or come back or what have you. So, I am a fan of observing, especially when it comes to, actively looking at trends, looking at, sitting back and goal setting and figuring out strategically what you want out of life and where you want to go. But then you got to actually apply some action and go forward. If you're a guy who is, say it's a toxic or unhealthy relationship, and you, at least you have somebody there, it's a warm body, or, you make excuses to stay in something that you're not really happy with. And you think, well, I shouldn't set my, expectations so high. And you make excuses to stay in something that and probably the other person knows is not the right relationship. Or, it might be staying in the relationship. It doesn't always mean, you make changes that are just going to start over with somebody new. Some of you need to work on that relationship. And then that's getting out of your comfort zone and stretching yourself to grow and to be a better partner. For some of you, it's, if you're not dating anybody and you're just trying to figure out your way and you're always self-improving, it could be a trap to where, maybe you think you're not good enough, or maybe, you're waiting for everything to be perfect before you do something. And there's never a perfect time to start or to improve. Now is the time. Life is short. And it's funny because I was watching some content the other day, and I forget the author of it, but talking about midlife crisis and how we kind of frown upon that. Like the guy, that has everything going well, this and that, and then he goes and gets a Corvette, or buys the Harley or whatever. And we kind of look at that, or he, starts to work out and wants to look younger and all of that. And we kind of laugh at it. But the truth is, I think you start to become aware that life is short, and are you really happy? Are you doing the things that make you happy? Or are you constantly doing things, your daily responsibilities, the things that, you need to do to be a responsible, law-abiding citizen, and make everyone around you happy? Or are you doing things that are going to make you happy? Some of you're perfect where you're at with your relationship, with your careers, whatnot, but you still have this edge to you. Well, maybe working out, doing something active. I have clients that absolutely hate the gym, but they come in because it's almost like, a 6-month checkup for your teeth or whatever. They do it as like a medical purpose. Like they know they're healthier. They know they should build some lean muscle mass. They don't want to lose, or slow down their quality of life because of the aging process. So they get in the gym, they do what they got to do. But then we find things like, it's like ballroom dancing or things like that, or they like to get out and hike or do whatever, and it's something active, and they find their sweet spot there, and it kind of pulls everything together where there's never perfection. That's the great lie, is that, you're going to build a life that's perfect and never have problems. That's not real life. Real life has its ups and downs. It has its good and bad. And the whole idea of, I just want to be happy. Well, happy is an emotion. Happy is, it's a state, just like you have sadness, you have joy, you have excitement, you have whatever. All day, you're going to have a wide array of emotions. You're going to have compassion, you're going to have a little stress, but that's the life experience. That's just a part of the package. And you didn't ask to be brought into this world, but you're here. And self-examine, be self-aware, and realize who you are, what makes you happy. Study the past so that you don't repeat those mistakes in the future. Or if you have cyclical habits, or you end up always with the same type of person, I always seem to attract this or that. Well, you have to look at things and figure out what you want, who you are, and go forward. So guys, just quick random thought, like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you again soon.